Hey, this is Te-Erika in Miami, and you're watching my YouTube channel, Embrace Your Fantasy. Thanks so much for tuning in. On this channel, we explore different fantasies, different goals, and we help you to learn how to achieve them. I am a graduate student in the Marriage, Family, and Couples program, so I'm becoming a future relationship therapist, and I'm also a journalist, and I study success immensely. I love successful people. I love reading biographies, studying how they became successful, because I want to try to do those same things and become that same type of person. And I really want to help teach others how to achieve success in every area of their life, whether it's business, relationships, or personal development. You already have the tools necessary. Sometimes you might need a little encouragement, and that's what I'm here for. So I have an email question that I'd like to explore. It's about a man who's dealing with a loss, and I want to talk a little bit about loss in a little bit. Let me read this email. Hey, Te-Erika. Excuse me. I recently ended a 3-year relationship, or should I say I was dumped, by a woman that I love very much. I've been lonely, worried about my future, and if I will ever meet another woman, and if so, will I be resilient enough to go through the mating rituals and games again? I'm tremendously upset and always on the verge of tears. I'm unable to eat much or sleep very well, and I'm not embarrassed to admit it. I've hit the bottle these last several weeks just to take the edge off my mind that is throbbing with pain. I know this is not the answer, and it will only lead to a worse hole. I consider it a temporary band-aid. Te-Erika, I can't deal with the pain and loss, and I need something to numb me a bit. You seem like a very together and cool person, and I really admire your page. I'm not sure what the point of this letter is, except to say that if you have a kind word of advice or enthusiasm for a person who is hurting extremely badly, it would be greatly appreciated. Wow, I feel you. I feel you. I've been there. I think at some point in everybody's life they've been there. So know that there's nothing wrong with where you are right now. Embrace it, accept it, and work through it, which is what you're trying to do, especially by reaching out to me. But I do have a word of encouragement for you on dealing with the loss, and let's talk about a little bit about that. First, I want you to understand. Let's define what a loss is. It's when something is in your life at one moment, and then another moment it's not. Now, we become hurt or we become depressed over that loss when we associate our happiness with that situation, that circumstance, or that person. First things first, never associate your happiness with anything that is outside of who you are. Your happiness travels with you, just like your eyes, just like your hair, just like your heart. Your happiness is with you at all times. Anything could be going on around you. You could lose the world, but as long as you still have you still have your happiness. Work on developing that. Work on cultivating that. I also want to let you know that if you didn't know, you cannot really lose anything that really belongs to you. Think about it. If you have your car parked outside and you paid that car off, it's in your name, you have the title, no one can come and take it away. No one can take away what belongs to you. So if something is taken away from you, just say, oh, that must not have been mine in the first place. So I'm going to let that go and be with this rightful owner, and I'm going to wait to receive what is mine. There is something for you. Your last relationship was not your last relationship. It's not over for you. Don't even think that. And think about it. When you lose something, what do you have left? An empty space. Instead of filling that empty space with alcohol, drugs, or whatever else we can think of, negative habits, bad habits that really help deteriorate our lives even further, why not fill it with hope, belief that that loss, that empty space will be filled by what really belongs to us? You have something even more beautiful than you could have ever imagined coming into your life right now. But as long as you keep up this sad countenance, oh my gosh, I can't believe that this lady left me, and you're focused on the past when the future is to your right and your future is walking toward you, but you can't see it because you're so caught up in what once was. Let's just say it like that. You can't lose anything that really belongs to you. And when someone walks away from your life, they're doing you a favor. She did you a favor. You should send her a thank you card. Thank you so much for dumping me, because I know my greatest destiny is on its way. She just moved out of the way. And there's nothing wrong with her for doing that. Don't be angry with her. She did you a favor. You were blessed that she left. And you gotta recognize that, and you gotta bless her for it, and you gotta thank her for it, and you gotta thank yourself for pulling yourself out of that hole and recognizing that, wow, my miracle is really on its way. So you're hurting. Yeah. Let's think of some better ways to deal with that pain and that anger and that frustration. First of all, when I'm hurting, immediately I start to do things that make me happy, that make me feel good. Like spend time with my sons, talk to my friends, and they are great people who remind me of how special I am. I'm sure there's someone in your life, it may be your mom, it may be your best friend, who loves you regardless of what's going on in your life. Spend more time with them, talk more with them, and allow them to encourage you and validate you and uplift you. And that happiness will begin to return. Your destiny is not tied to anyone who walked away. Your destiny is not tied to any job that you may lose. And think about that for a minute. I remember I have a friend named Joe who lost his job. And he didn't freak out, but he was kind of nervous. Like, wow, I lost my job. He wasn't really happy there. What happened was the next week, he got the same job at a different company, paying him a lot more money, and he's a lot happier. If he didn't lose that job, he wouldn't ever been able to receive what was really his. Isn't that a beautiful thing? That even through a loss, we can still receive more, and it's a promise that we will receive more. Man, that just changes your whole outlook on life, doesn't it? Anything that goes away, you can get excited. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I lost my watch. That means I'm about to get an even better watch. Oh my gosh, this guy doesn't want to date me. He doesn't like me. Well, he doesn't like me. Okay, you know what I'm saying? That means somebody else is about to come in my life who will. Wow. I don't know. I can't get depressed about losing anything anymore. I can't get depressed about any situations that come into my life that are unappealing to me because I realize that my destiny is my destiny. It's predetermined. It's understood. I see the end, and everything in between is just a lovely, thrilling, exciting story filled with up and down moments until I reach my desired end. Because your end is promised to you. That vision for the beautiful life that you have in your mind with your wife and your kids and your family and happiness, it is already set in stone. Now you just have to find a way to navigate through the tricky moments and the ups and downs, and you can make a more beautiful life if you trust in that ending and you see everything as an opportunity to create your best life. Yes, you create your best life by the mindset that you have as you go through it. Everything is pointing you into the direction of where you want to be. It may seem negative at the time, but it's not. Think about the World Trade Center and how so many people lost their lives that day. But also, there are some people who are unnamed, who missed the bus, who woke up late, who had to deal with their children who were misbehaving, all these little things that could have frustrated them, but it actually saved their lives. Please know that anytime your car won't start, you can't find your keys, this person won't return your call, it's actually saving your life from going down a path that will lead you away from your destiny. So embrace those things and say, all right, this is happening. But it's happening for a reason. It's happening because I'm not supposed to go that way. I'm supposed to go this way. And when you do that, oh my God, so much bliss, so much happiness on a regular basis, on a consistent basis. You cannot lose anything that really belongs to you. And anything that leaves your life, it's making room for something even greater. You got to believe it. You got to hold on to it. Write it down. Paste it on your refrigerator, your bathroom mirror. Believe it, because that is such a promise. So thanks again for writing in to me. I hope this encourages you just a little bit. Come on now, feel those moments of pain with some pleasure. Do things that make you truly happy. And if you have any more questions, you can surely email me at teerika@gmail.com. That's Te-Erika@gmail.com. And I really look forward to hearing from you. So you have a beautiful day.